Good morning and welcome to another edition of Finn's Table Talk. And I'm your host, Fish Tank Hank, and this is my co-host and wife, Kelly.
Good morning.
And we're here to bring you a little bit of fun in regards to the Miami Dolphins. So let's first discuss, Kelly, how did the Miami Dolphins, they've been doing a little free agency back and forth. They've hit some people, big name everybody knows is Jalen Ramsey. There are some things that people still want to see them capitalize on before we start the season. So what were your initial thoughts and how do you think that they did overall first? And at the end, give me a grade on how you think they did after you tell me about what all they've done.
Well, I have to say, watching this free agency and everything just moving around and going and thinking we got this one and that one, just how the frenzy is. Cornerback, when we got Ramsey, it was like that. It was a moment for me. I said, wow, hadn't been thinking about that one, but hit me blindsided and great. Ramsey ranked 9 by his peers. I'm really big on what the peers rate them as. That's like my thing. And pair him up with X, it's going to be a powerhouse duo. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
I think one of the best in the league, top 3, definitely top 3.
Absolutely.
Powerful duos,
Absolutely.
And so, I don't know, at the end, let's see. Well, I'm giving them a B and not an A. And I'll tell you why. We didn't address a couple of things, a couple of positions like the right tackle. The right tackle, we really need to address that. We haven't addressed that. Tight end, running back. We brought back a couple of running backs returning this season, which I'm way okay with. I think
they basically brought back last year's running back room. I don't really agree with that, but that's what they decided to do. They feel like they have a lot of talent there to take us down the road. The big thing is, are they going to pick up somebody like Henry, or are they going to pick up somebody, I don't know, some people said Cook, and there's a bunch of names thrown out there on who Miami should pick up. Tight end too, who
I'm not sure.
Tight end is another spot where they have done something, but they haven't done enough.
Not enough.
Yeah. They haven't done enough at all.
That's where I'm looking at a B, not an A on this frenzy.
Well, who are some players that I thought of where we're at now, and I'm just trying to figure out what's next for Miami. They have a couple players that you might want to mention that they might look at right now in free agency. Yeah. And who would that be?
It's always good. You're taking a look. We've got a couple of guys right in their prime. Dalton Schultz, 27 years old. I'm always looking at him right now. He's out of Dallas.
Yeah.
Definitely a name to keep on our list.
I like Dalton Schultz also. He would be a good pickup. He's the best available out there, in my opinion, as far as tight ends go.
We've got Isaiah Wynn, also 27 years old. He's out of where's he from? He's from the Patriots, right?
Yes.
He's from the Patriots. And from St. Petersburg, actually, here in Florida. So that would be bringing back a nice hometown boy.
And he would be nice, if nothing else, to add depth to our line.
Yeah, we need that too.
So.
Always helps. I've got another one, though. What about Bobby Wagner?
Let's discuss Bobby Wagner. Let's discuss Bobby Wagner, because a lot of people think that Bobby Wagner should have been chosen. We just got somebody yesterday, and he used to play for the Steelers and the Broncos, and that's Malik Reed. So we picked up the linebacker, ex-Steeler. Just want to point that out to who's daddy. And to 1-year deal. So we picked him up. A lot of people were disappointed that we didn't get Wagner. But hey, you never know. This kid kind of fizzled out. It could be a great acquisition. We need to see what's going on with that. After that, though, we need to take a look a little further on down the road. And what I want to do is take a look at If we were to do some drafting and we were to do it with the current team we have right now, free agency ended today. It ended yesterday. For no more free agency, we'll say, right?
Yep.
Okay. Who might the Miami Dolphins go after? And what are some names that you've run into or run across that you like for Miami to pick up?
Yeah, like right now, if we were drafting tomorrow,
If we were drafting tomorrow.
yeah, I've got, we need those tight ends. So I'm going to start with that. That's always, number one for me right now. We've got Tucker Kraft. Keep him on your list, definitely. And one of my faves, Sam Laporta. Don't know why. I'm really loving Sam Laporta out of Iowa. And then,
You got it, who daddy?
you got it, who daddy.
You got it, who daddy?
And then we've got a couple of centers, two centers that I think we should be. John Michael Schmidt out of Minnesota. Another name comes up a lot.
I like John
Mhm.
John Michael Schmidt, the center. And the reason Kelly, I think, is saying a center, and the reason I would say a center too, is depth. You have no depth at center. And people keep saying, well, this guy can slide over. That guy can. You know what? Get a true center in there as his backup. See which direction Miami can go. It doesn't hurt to draft somebody, there's plenty of talent in this draft, and it's deep, especially with tight ends. It's deep with tight ends. You've already named a couple of them. It's deep with centers. It's got a nice amount of folks for this year's draft. And who else would you go with?
For the center, Joe Tippmann.
Joe Tippmann, yeah, another
Tippmann.
center, Joe Tippmann.
Need that power. And running back,
Running back, who do you like?
Zach Charbonnet.
Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
I would love to see Zach Charbonnet. Maybe you guys need a new quarterback that's not injured. No, he's not injured. No, Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA. I like him. He's a big back. He's the type of back that would come in and set a standard for Miami as far as making first downs when you need a few yards. Okay? And that's the type of back Zach Charbonnet is.
Yep, it's game of inches. There you go. How about a linebacker?
Linebacker?
Noah Sewell out of Oregon.
I'd love to have some
Shout
Noah
out to
Sewell.
Oregon. All right.
All right out there, Oregon, who daddy.
A little Sewell go a long way.
Noah Sewell, he's out of Oregon. So he would be a great pickup. Excellent pickup as far as a linebacker goes. I'd love to have him on our team.
I'd be really excited about that.
And it's funny because every time I name somebody, they always go to who daddy's team. I hope Noah Sewell does not go to the Steelers, okay?
He's not.
All right.
Who else we got? I came up with tackles.
All right. Who do you got to tackle?
Cody Mock.
Oh, I love
Cody
Cody Mock. He's out of Dakota, North Dakota State.
Versatile.
And he's very versatile. He can go anywhere up and down the line. There have been some knocks slightly against his abilities at right tackle, but I think they could turn that around, and that's what good coaching does. Good coaching can turn players like that around quickly and make them useful. And this guy is off the charts on his abilities. So I would love to see him go to Miami also.
Absolutely. And then if not, or if we've got Matthew Bergeron. He's out of Syracuse.
I like Matthew Bergeron. Absolutely. He would do a great job too.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. And then tackle, we got Blake Freeland, BYU. What do you think of Freeland? I put him on there.
I'd take him. I'd definitely take him.
He popped up, and I figured I'd add it on there, and let's see what happens,
Who you got for a little later?
Jalen Duncan.
Out of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
There's another name for you, who daddy?
Yeah.
Because you need some offensive line.
I'm loving that one.
Yes.
Actually, yeah. All right, where are we going now, babe?
I don't know.
We've got, what do we have next for our sets?
That was it.
I think that was all we had for today.
That was all we have for today, folks. So, anyway, it was great having you out. Who Daddy, thanks for tuning in all the way from Oregon. I'm getting ready to go burn. So
Fun
it's
frenzy.
time. I have to hit my homeboy up. Well, as always, if nothing else, fins up.
up.
See you next time, folks.